On the last episode, we've built some refineries, so we can make rubber and plastic straight from it. We've built a crazy looking structure to support the whole thing. We've built and used our first Explorer. We've covered up a few of the factories with some walls and roof. And we had some help from our friend the blueprint designer to set up some of those refineries. We'll have some fun with this today as well. Today we're going to be dealing with a lot of this, a lot of that, and some of this as well. Looking forward to it. Hey guys, welcome back for another Satisfactory playthrough, and in today's playthrough we're going to be moving our main factory with all these machines, assemblers and such over to a nice new space that we're going to build here by the major waterfall over here, so that we could set up a new base with a better structured system, so we have a lot more storage and so on. But the main question is, will we make it by the end of this episode? Stay along and find out. So we'll have a nice road cutting through, taking all the resources from here, coming up this hill, and going down this road all the way over there to a nice big platform that we're going to create right now, made primarily out of glass, just so that we could see down below, we could see all the moving parts. It'll look really nice, avoiding some of the trees. I want to abuse the nature as least as possible. We already murdered tons of the inhabitants, and from here we could also see our rubber and plastic plants, and we'll be able to see a few of the different factories from afar, from a very nice looking platform that we're going to build up into a ginormous factory that might hug this nice waterfall here as well. With the platform slowly taking shape here, we're going to go ahead and go right straight through here. And I think what I would like best is to have one and the second row of storage units here going around our main attraction, keeping all this nicely looking, nicely lit. So that way we can have a beautiful feature in the middle of our storage room. So just quickly, right in between of everything, I realized I was running out of steel beams a lot faster than I thought I should, and I had to come here and troubleshoot, checked every machine, checked out the belts, the different conveyor lists to check out, make sure everything is correct, and then realized that I actually never gave a power shard to this miner, so it was always making 240 parts per minute, whereas I needed to make 270. So that's been slowing down the whole system. I didn't have enough iron flowing through the whole system, so it's been a lot slower than it should have been. That's why some of the machines are yellow, but that should fix in a little while as this fills up. So we've gathered up 9 coupons while running around doing the things that we do. So here we can actually get a few things. So a couple of things that I wanted to do so that I could start fixing some of the just holes in our factories, that kind of stuff. So definitely the ramp wall bundle. Unfortunately, it is very expensive. And then I wanted to get the corner ramps. So this kind of held us back before, but certainly will be useful now for corners like that one. And then the corner pieces over there as well. I've also been meaning to put in a little bit of some power storage, and I think this is a great place to do so, although it's super loud here. But I'm going to go ahead and set that up here. Sorry, power storage, just so that we have a little bit of supply. So just in case if we overuse our grid and we use more than 2400 kilowatts, we can totally just run off this power. And then if we ever need anything else, we could always add to it. It's no problem. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I guess we could fit 7 in a row. So for now, I think that's what I'm going to do, just to keep things simple, and connect all these up and fill them up. The glorious sign of it slowly charging all these batteries. I think getting a little bit of height, we could go ahead and assess our situation. I think what I want to do is something like this that leads into the waterfall in a way, so that all eyes are on the waterfall as we walk down this path. And that way it just looks nice and beautiful, and we'll have a few blocks in between. So I think the middle path 3 blocks, yeah, just so that it looks nice. We could put, I'm thinking 20 of these industrial storage containers will be enough. I don't see why we would need more. It seems like basically every item we will be making, at least that I need on a regular basis, right? There's a lot of items that are just unnecessary. I think that's what we're gonna do. So this is basically what I imagined. Looks pretty nice, honestly. And I think it's gonna be nice and easy just to grab items here. We'll figure out a way to show what item is inside. I like the semi-reflections here, but it makes a nice little path directly into the waterfall. So I like the way that's designed. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it. We're gonna have a giant sandwich layer right underneath this, so you'll see all the items slowly flowing into all these storage containers. We'll have a nice waterfall out of conveyor lifts that are bringing up items or bringing them down, so it kind of looks like a waterfall. That'll look nice as well. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly start routing things in and moving things over here, so that way our storage units get filled here. What I'm doing now is setting up a bunch of smart splitters that are gonna slowly split off each item into the correct bin, so that way we don't have to set up multiple different conveyor belts or whatever it might be. So we're just gonna go ahead and take these guys here. And I think the way I want to move all the items is, instead of creating multiple belts or whatever it might be, I might just go ahead and have trucks, unlock trucks over there, because we have enough plastic and rubber at this point, and have the trucks just drive it all the way over here and then slowly split it off. Then I'm going to leave it for a couple of hours just so that it can filter out the whole system, and that way the storage system will be complete and moved completely, and we won't have to worry about all the basics, right, of the storage unit. And to do that, all we need to do is just unlock industrial manufacturing in tier 5 and we'll get the trucks. So all we need is 200 plastic, 200 rubber, and 1,000 cables. So this whole time we've also been making Christmas tree branches, so let's go ahead and pick those up and take a look what we have to unlock here in the NAM. Alright, Xmas events. Aha! The candy cane basher. Let's go ahead and unlock that, so that way we could make candy canes, so we can unlock the next part of these trees. And we need a red ball, so I believe we get that from the calendar. So let's go ahead and open up a few of these. Okay, so I did one. And if you'd like, you could go ahead and skip this. So I know it is past the 3rd, so there we go. We get the red ball. Let's take a look. 23, 20, 25. I want to do this in order as much as possible. I want to find all of them. I bet you guys are seeing all of these right now. It's always easier to do it behind somebody. Alright, so we got some coal. I totally did not need that. I'll take that. Let's take a look. This is an 8 right here. Ooh, I'll take these coupons. Let's see what we could throw out. We don't need this. We don't need that. Let's take those coupons. Let's take a look. Okay, so more tree branches. Where is 2? Please put it down in the comments if you found 2 before me. I'd love to know. Sort of like a competition thing for me, at least. Ooh, basic Fixmas skin. Like it. Okay. Let's take a look here. Ooh, 100 gifts. That's very useful. That helps. Alright, so today is the 15th for me. So there's quite a few that I can unlock if I could find them. Jeez, well, I've seen 9 for a long time now. So it's just one of those that I didn't want to do. I just want to do 2 first, if I could ever find it before this video ends. Put it down in the comments if I find it before the video ends. And I'd love to see you guys subscribe, like, if you enjoy the video, dislike if you don't like the video. Hey, I'd rather have honest feedback than anything else. And yeah, I'm gonna come back to this just so I don't waste any more time. And let me grab the rubber and plastic. We could also change the recipe from tree branches to candy canes as well. Let's drop these guys in here and make some candy canes as well. So I've just dropped a few of the items here so that they could start stocking up, and we'll keep moving along the literal research tree here for Fixmas. So while I'm on my way to grab the plastic and rubber, I wanted to let you guys know as well that I've installed Permaday as a mod as well on top of Fixacam. Those are the only two mods that I have, only because it's just so much nicer and cleaner for recordings while we play at day. Although I like playing at the nighttime, it just looks much better on video, so I'd like to keep it that way. I almost died there. Very interesting. So checking up on all of these, as you can see, the heavy oil residue has completely filled every single one of these buffers. So for me to start working again on this, the fluid buffers need to be flushed. So now everything is working again. So that gets us up to, okay, well, it's a pretty good amount of resources. But we definitely want to come up with a more permanent solution. So that's what's coming next as well. With the trucks, we'll have an option as well to remake this into coke, petroleum coke, and make it into a nice electrical source as well, and not just fill up a bunch of fluid buffers like it's doing now. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm sure you guys in the comments have figured it out way before me. But I'm still looking for number 2. This is getting very frustrating. Anyways, with that, I have enough resources to go ahead and unlock this. So let's drop those in. There we go. Let's get industrial manufacturing.
Reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration.
Yeah,
the truck
totally.
allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
So from going from 25 slots of inventory with tractors to 48 slots with trucks. So trucks are a massive upgrade. And the manufacturers are awesome. They are huge to take 4 different inputs and create 1 output. So like she said, it only makes sense to redesign the main factory, because it's only going to get more complicated, more crazy, more spaghetti, and we want to avoid that as much as possible. Anyways, leave it down in the comments what color you guys would like for the base for the next episode. So instead of the cyan, we could change it into any color you want: the red, the black, the white, the yellow, whatever color you like. Put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys and see what you guys think would be a nice color for the base. Finally found 2. Oh my goodness. And really, color cartridge like that, that's the last thing I really wanted from this. So we have 1, 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe we got 7 right here. We got 8, 9, so we're missing 10 and 11. So I'll be looking for those as the episode progresses. So with each one of the smart splitters, we do have to program them. They're all facing this way, so that means there's an input through here and then 3 outputs. So the center output is going to be any for the current moment. The right output is going to be the item that we're going to select. So I'm going to slowly take all the basic items and probably put them all the way closer to this side and then more complicated towards that side. And yeah, we'll slowly organize all of these guys. So having set, programmed, whatever you want to call it, for all the smart splitters and connected them with Mark III belts so there's no overflow or fill up, we're actually going to protect ourselves from overflow. right? And what I would like to do is really quickly just set up a couple awesome sinks on each side, so that way if there is any overflow of items, they do not fill up our system and basically ruin the whole thing. There we go. So we could do level 3 there. That's not lined. There we go. Very good. And over here, towards the end, we could go ahead and set this as overflow. There we go. So that's going to be overflow there. And this guy over here, instead of concrete, over here is going to be overflow. There we go. So any kind of overflow that happens, it's going to go into all these awesome sinks. So all there is to do is just connect them to power. And I'm going to try to figure out a clean way to do it later down the road. But for now, just the old and very basic power line right down the middle. Let's set one up right here. And bring it all the way back. And that way everything is powered here. And we'll build up a, what I'm thinking is a kind of like a truck stop down there that will bring up all the items up here from all over the world, wherever we're bringing in items. And with that, we are connected over there. Perfect. So we'll set up the unloading station right over here, and we'll have a little turnaround for the trucks. That way they have plenty of space not to make any mistakes. What I've done is just built this temporary road here just to use as least amount of energy as possible, just because the trucks take a while going up those hills and all that fun stuff. So instead of making it complicated, I'd rather just have a straight path for them that's nice and easy. That way there's no complications and we avoid any kind of unnecessary problems. Let's take some power from over there. Reconnect that. Whoa, what happened there? That's crazy. But yeah, perfect. So this is an unloading station. So we just need to make sure that it's unloading. Perfect. And we'll have a few trucks that will go to a station over there. Let's place that. We'll place the second truck station right here. And now just for some trucks. So I need a few different items, so we're gonna go ahead and make those heavy modular flames and circuit boards so we can have these trucks. The long arduous process of hand making things. How I've missed this. You guys remember on the first episode when we did this basically half the episode? Good memories, or maybe bad memories, I don't know. So let's go ahead and connect these guys. So we first need fuel, and then we need a few of these inputs. Right, so maybe we'll do something like this. Let's raise that up a little bit. Yeah, just so that there's a separation in a sense of the different things that are happening here. And then we'll bring over the coal in probably a very noodle-like situation. That's totally fine because it's going to be very temporary. We just need to bring in a little bit of coal so that way our machines have something to work with in terms of their fuel. And with that terrible spaghetti there, we already have some coal coming in so that we could set up our trucks. For the item transport, I've just gone with a very simple merger layout that's going to slowly connect all together. It does look like garbage, but that's okay. Our goal is not to make it look the prettiest. Our goal is just to make it as quick as possible to go ahead and start routing all these materials back into the new storage space. So let's go ahead and move this over here. Perfect. And here. Very good. Could update this, update that. And we'll bring in a few more resources to do the same thing. But let's go ahead and set up our trucks. These guys are really big. I might need to give them a little bit more turnaround time. Though, because I forgot how massive these guys are, I've added a little bit more of a turnaround space. let's go ahead and start recording a nice little path for us. So that way we have a little bit of autopilot happening here. Wow, these guys are huge. Completely forgot how big they are. I might have to make this path a little bit bigger, just so it's a little safer for all these trucks. Alright, come on, big boy. Very nice. I'm just slowly doing the unload. Let's see if we can turn around here. Get out of the truck and let it do its thing. What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Don't creep me out, man. Please. So I think I'm gonna have to hang out with this guy just to make sure that he's doing the right thing. And, yeah. I'll let you guys know. He is successfully unloading from what I could see. Let's take a look in here. Yeah. And he's off. Very good. So what I've done so far is created a proper loop to go all the way around to all the storage containers. This is just temporary as we're filling them up. This is a Mark 1 belt, and in between them there are Mark 3 belts to just be faster at catching the items. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up Mark 3 lifts here, just like this, which will grab the same exact items and put it through the second slot. Since we have 2 slots anyways in these storage containers, they'll both pull rubber, so that way it's a lot faster and it'll get everything going much quicker. So let me go ahead and connect all these, and we're going to test the whole system and take a look if it's fast enough for all the items coming in. Also set up an awesome sink here so that anything that doesn't get sorted out gets just drained into the awesome sink, crushed, which makes sense to me, so that way it's out of the way, it's not clogging up the system, and it's okay. We can fill up these storage containers as we slowly move the whole base over, so it's no big deal. So let's go ahead and connect this here. Alright, so we're going to do that with a Mark 1 lift, just so that it's a lot simpler. There we go. Things will slowly come up here, and then start getting distributed between all of the different storage units. I believe this should work perfectly fine. I have failed at this a few times. If I end up cutting it out of the video, just so you guys know. I did face all of these guys in the incorrect directions before, had to fix that, and then I had a little overflow situation, so that was really fun. But now we're just gonna wait for all these items to pass through, so these guys aren't gonna go anywhere until the very end here. And then I just want to see if it does overflow to this side. The one thing that I have to also fix is set up the middle row to be any unidentified instead of just any, so that way it does stop the system for the copper sheets to go ahead and get inside each one of these containers instead of just flying through the system and separating like a splitter. So this way none of the plates go out onto the other portions, and they're slowly being sucked into this storage container perfectly. This is a pretty slow system. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade all these to Mark 3 and see if it's faster and see if it breaks the system. It really shouldn't, should work perfectly fine now, but we're gonna go ahead and check. So the spaghetti continues. We've added a second line here for another 5 or 6 items here that are going to filter in, and they come in right in here. All we gotta do is upgrade this to Mark III. And to test it properly, I'm going to remove this sink here and then just grab a regular storage here just to make sure that there is no problems with the whole system. It should suck in every single item, so there shouldn't be anything coming through here, but we're gonna go ahead and just double check that, make sure everything is good. This is a very slow way to do it because I only have Mark III. So Mark III can only carry 270 resources per minute, so this is limited to 270 resources per minute as it's bringing in all these items, because I didn't want to confuse myself with multiple lines and all that fun stuff and maybe doubling it and tripling it, because it will only make things more difficult to set up. So all I have to do is genuinely just leave this be for a while so that it sorts itself out, and it's going to keep creating stuff, and eventually that's going to go into this overflow here, and we're going to find out what we do from there. I came back here to check the calendar again and see if my brain has refreshed, and I think it has. So I'm looking for 11 and 10, and I believe I found 13 right there. I was looking at this earlier and I found both 11 and 10. Then right here. And 11 right there. Perfect. Premium Pixma skin. Very good. And with that, that's all we have time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial for the storage system and how to move all your items. Hope you guys liked the episode. Please subscribe, leave a like down below, or dislike if you don't like it. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, but I'll see you guys next week.